I wanted to be an epidemiologist.
Okay.
There was a guy in my neighborhood that was dying of AIDS in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know what it was at the time. And I would talk to my mom, and I know this might sound crazy, but watching his body deteriorate over a month or so, I became obsessed with HIV and AIDS. And I would be in my room and just think of being on the forefront of a cure. Like that, those were my dreams and aspirations, and like just being in a lab and, people celebrating when I found the cure. Like
right.
that's the stuff that I used to imagine when I would just be in my room. And and I was just obsessed with like infectious diseases, and I wanted to know everything about them. And still to this day, I mean, even when COVID came out, I was kind of excited because I was like, what is this?
Did you understand what AIDS was and how it came about?
Not initially, no, but it was the fact that he was full of life. And then within 2 months, I mean, he was a young man, and he had a cane.
Right.
And I asked my mom, like, is it cancer? Like, what is it? And then she told me, and I was like, what is that? It happened so fast that I just became fascinated with it. And, now in modern day, there's medicines and stuff like that, and people can live a long, healthy life with HIV. But, back in the 90s, it wasn't like that.
No.
Yeah. So I just became fascinated with it. That's how I was like, I want to be like Dr. Fauci, and like, that was.
What was your fondest memory of your childhood? If you can go back and think about when you're being raised in South Philly, I don't know how many siblings, how many brothers and sisters do you have?
So I'm the only child from my mom, and then I'm 14 years older than my little brothers.
Okay.
From my father's side.
Okay. But you had friends in the neighborhood. So what's your fondest memory of being in South Philly?
I would say I miss being liked for who I am. I miss that because people gave me a chance back then. And they were like, oh, Amber's cool as shit. Let's go play double dutch, or let's, go to the park, or let's go hang out. And I just feel like nowadays it's just not that simple anymore. So I miss those times where life was simple, or like going to the corner store. I got $1. I'm getting a scratch off. I'm hoping I'm gonna win $20 so I can eat, like get something good that day to eat. And